side.
No, it's
No.
all good.
So we are live. Let's go. Hi, good morning all. Welcome to the meeting 280 of Bright Beginnings Toastmasters Club. I am Sanskar Mitra, your sergeant at arms for the club today. And the mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So to ensure this, please take note of some following ground rules. Please ensure all cell phones are on silent or switched off mode. You have 10 seconds to recheck. Please speak responsibly about religion, sex, or politics in your speeches. Use the feature of raising a hand, applause, and thumbs up when needed. Don't use Zoom messaging in between the speeches until required. And if you are playing the role, no need to recheck whether you are audible or not. One of us will let you know if the sound is coming or not. So please make sure all the role players have added role names as prefix and real name as suffix to the usernames of meeting. You have 10 seconds to recheck and implement if you have missed. With that, I introduce you to the president of our club, Toastmaster Aryan. To you.
Good morning, Toastmasters. And today we have something very interesting that is happening in our meeting. So, as you all might know, the theme of today's meeting has not been revealed, and soon we shall reveal it. And today I would like to welcome to our club Toastmaster Sridharan, who's here from Online Speakers Toastmasters and here to help us as Table Topic Master of the Day as well. Shri, would you like to say a few words, by the way?
So yes, it's been, I think, more than a month or so that I'm resuming to the sessions with Bright Beginning Toastmasters Club. And in the meanwhile, I've become a father for the first time. So my schedules have been very off. So, and somehow today also I was thinking, I was thinking that we will have a offline meeting, and I was supposed to go back to Shaunak actually, but couldn't. And because the timelines, I have no control on my timelines right now. But yeah, I've been enjoying the past 1 month, since 17th of October that I've become father. I've been enjoying every moment, and now I'm trying that. Okay, I will get back to my schedule and I'll resume the meetings regularly. So I look forward. I look forward to today's meeting, and I also look forward to a offline hybrid meeting very very soon. Toastmaster Aryan, back to you.
That's
First
great.
of all, congratulations, Sridhar, and God bless the little one and the parents. Wonderful
Thank you.
news.
Thank you, Shanak.
Yes.
All right. So, since we're all familiar with the meeting structure, I'll just give you a brief rundown. We have three sections to today's meeting. We have the prepared speech, we have impromptu speaking section, and then we have the evaluation section. Before we move on to the theme, I'll call upon our general evaluator to brief you about the evaluation section of today's meeting, and he will tell you how it works. And I hand over the stage to General Evaluator Toastmaster Shanak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aryan. As you all know, evaluation is the key for every meeting. So, evaluator evaluates the complete meeting, how the overall meeting has constructed, good usages, not so good usages, whether we are on the time, following the time schedule or not, how each of the person or the role player have performed. So that's the duty of the general evaluator, and the general evaluator is supported by its stat team. SA timer. So I would like to call upon my my timer for today's meeting, and the is Toastmaster Sanskar to come and explain his role.
Good morning, guys. My name is Sanskar Mitra. I'll be your timer of the day. And as we all know, timer has to keep note of the timings and to ensure that people are within their time frames and should be within their speech time. I'll be taking note of that, and I'll be your guardian of the day as I'm the timer. And as you know, time is money. We shall continue with the other roles as well. So over to you, Shaunak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar. I would like to now call upon our language evaluator, Anshuman, Toastmaster Anshuman, to come and explain his role.
All right, I just discovered that I am the language evaluator. All right, in the spirit of Toastmaster spontaneity, first of all, as a R counter, I'll be noting down the filler word sounds which we often use in our roles, which can affect the speaking style. So, by making note of it, I'm going to share the report and hopefully we'll be conscious about it in the future. Secondly, as a grammarian, I'll be noting down the good usages and not so good usages of the words and phrases that we used for the day. And my duty is also to share the word of the day. The word of the day is simple today, which is ambitious. Ambitious is having a strong desire for success, achievement, and power. For example, the ambitious student was determined to get the highest grade in the class. I hope we are ambitious about our meeting today and are able to deliver a great meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sean.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman. We all need to be ambitious. Unless we are not ambitious, there will not be any hunger to learn. And I want you all to be very ambitious and have that urge to learn, be it your office, be it Toastmaster, or in any phase of the life. We should be ambitious, not over ambitious, but ambitious. Who is the grammarian?
I am the grammarian.
Okay, so
Language variety is both accountant.
so Toastmaster Anshuman is also handling the role of grammarian, and he has already explained his role. So I would like to hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day today, Toastmaster Arvind.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we begin the meeting. By the way, before we move on to prepared speeches, Toastmaster Meenakshi, please share your speech title to me in the chat. And then we get to the meeting theme. So, there is an interesting and regular Toastmasters season coming around. Toastmaster Anshuman, any guess what season am I talking about?
Festivities, Christmas, and international speech contest.
Contest season, yes. Soon we have contests beginning that go on to the international speech competition. And since we have new Toastmasters who do not know about the contest structure, it is time for everybody to have a revision. In around December, January, we begin club level contests. Just to brief you, give you an overall context about contests, you have a club level, winners from club level go to area level, winners from area level go to division, then to district, and then to the international speech contest. And the district has an yearly oration event, which is where the district contests take place. And I want to tell you today about how we should move about competing in contests, how our ambitious Toastmasters of the club can participate, can do well, can win, and progress beyond their capabilities. Now, first thing you should know about is the judges' ballot. The ballot is what people use, is what the judges use in a contest to measure how well you are doing. They look at your vocal variety, your body language, everything, and the effectiveness of your speech as a whole. As long as you work a lot on your speech will get stronger, more impactful, better, and that is how you will be able to be more impactful than your competitors. I want you to work on the message of your speech. I want you to work on humor. I want you to work on every possible aspect of your speech that makes it more impactful, that is, makes it more likely that it will stick with the audience. And I want to tell you about our experience when we went to Oration last year, or I guess it was May this year. There was one speech that, since the beginning, the message was not clear. She was talking about a story about how she wanted to change her name because her name was not as cool as the others. Her name was not as cool as Cinderella or as Rapunzel or as some kind of Disney princess. And all of her friends had much better names. And for 60% of the speech, her message was not clear. But eventually, she came to the message. And the message was, and I remember this to this day, even though I've never rewatched the speech. The message was, names don't make people great, people make names great. And I could hear people in the audience saying, ah. There was a sense of euphoria when you understood this is the message of her speech and this is what she has been building up to all this time. That speech came in second. And when the contest ended, everybody I spoke to agreed with me that that speech deserved to come first. Sometimes the best speech does not win. There is a lot of randomness in contests. But very often, the most impactful speech will definitely stay with the audience, even though the actual speech that comes in first might not. One of the best stories I have about this is when I met one of the world champions, Mark Brown, and he told me about one of the best international speech contests from back in 2014. Everybody, even people who are not a Toastmaster, know about Dhananjay Hettiarachchi, know about the speech, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. And that world champion told me that on that year, when there was an international speech contest of 8 or 9 contestants who were the best from the whole world, there was one speech that was so good that everyone in the audience instantly knew that that one would win. Think about it. You bring together the best speakers in the world to compete, but one guy is so much better, nobody can even understand. When you put in enough work on your speeches, that's how good you can become. And that's when randomness starts becoming less and less of a factor. But before I speak more about the international speech contest, I think it's time we move on to the prepared speeches section of today's meeting. With that, we will call upon speaker number 1, Toastmaster Meenakshi. Toastmaster Meenakshi, are we ready?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. All right. Toastmaster Meenakshi. Toxicity experiment. Toxicity experiment. Toastmaster Meenakshi.
May 2005. Sorry, not May 2005. May 2000, 2023. I did not forget the date, but maybe it's not important for me to remember. Why? Because this is the day, Monday morning, I walk into my manager's room. No hello, no hi, no warm greetings exchange. Very first thing that I listen, you are going on a performance improvement plan. What does that mean? Performance improvement plan? Am I not performing well enough? What is the comparison for my performance? Who am I being compared to? I think I'm being better than everyone else, but myself. This is what I am talking to myself. But all I could say in front of my manager is, okay, can we have a little more chat on it? He said, yes, you will be assigned a person who will help you with that. But for now, you will have to take this. So I accepted it. And what do you do when you get a day like this on a Monday morning? Type it in the chat. Are you happy about it? Do you discuss it with your friends? Or you go in a corner and sulk about it? Type S for sulk if you would be sulking, or H for happy. Okay, Shaunak, yes, thank you for being with me. That's exactly what I did. I questioned myself, who am I being compared to? If I am my best competition, I've been performing very well. I've been becoming progressive so far. And that day I realized a hard truth. The modern day slavery doesn't look like physical slavery. It's more like a mental slavery. The constant comparison, the constant chase, the statistics, never-ending chase. Who are we chasing? What are we chasing? What goals? Because my personal goals were very different from what I was chasing. Why am I sharing this with you? Because there were 3 things that I realized from this episode. And I'm going to share it with you. This was myself before I joined my corporate job. Clear, pure, had my own colors or not colors. And then I was given responsibilities of my job. Not always they are going to be sweet. Sometimes they were salty. And I did have a good capacity to handle it. I kept adding more responsibilities, more chase, everything, all the dynamics of work, I kept following. Things started to become salty, but it's okay. Doesn't really matter. I can still drink it. As the pressure got increased, yes, I was getting more responsibilities. I was getting more comparison, more roles. It's okay, it's okay. I love my job. I can do this. I can do this. Then more responsibilities, more work, more pressure. I think I stopped counting how salty my life has turned. And all I would tell myself is, yes, I love my job. I love my job. I love my job. I got this. I should be trained to handle pressure. That's what we all do. A good employee never questions. We handle pressure. That's how you show great leadership. I should be able to handle pressure. One Monday morning, I realized that I had to face reality. I can't drink it anymore. No, this is not something I can do. And this is what I told myself, that when things get difficult, it's not because things are difficult, it's because you are not ready for it. So these are the 3 learnings that I got from this episode, that when you are handed a performance improvement plan, maybe other people have figured it out. They have their own recipe of success. They can modify their taste, salt, sugar, everything else, but you haven't figured it out yet because your recipe of success is different. The very first thing that I learned, that when things get hard for you, don't just stir the water. Because all you have to do is taste it again and realize you can't drink it anymore. So don't stir the water, change it. Change the water. How do you do that? Learn to de-stress yourself, meditate, take help, increase your skills, find out why is it not working for you? What are your values? Are you being aligned and in line with the values of your company or the job that you're working for? Sticking around, even when the water is not drinkable, is not going to help. It's only going to increase my blood pressure. And from Meenakshi Gautam to I become high sodium Meenakshi Gautam. Yeah, Himalayan salt version also counts. So change the water when it's time that you can't drink it. And not always the life is going to be very easy. Sometimes, yes, salt will be added. Sometimes you will have to add some lemon to it. Enjoy all the flavors. Keep de-stressing yourself by learning new skills, by adding more qualities and quantity to the things that you're already doing. tweak it. Check with yourself what more you need to learn. What have you still been missing from your life? So this is the lesson number 2. Keep adding the flavors if the salt becomes too high. Lesson number 3. We all can agree that, yes, we need to avoid sugar. Yeah. It can increase your diabetes, your blood sugar levels, but that's not the point. That's not the whole point. Anything which is harmful for you doesn't mean that you cannot taste it. All you have to do is moderation. Whether it is success, it's the chase, or it is copying somebody else's recipe. So if it doesn't work for you, all you have to do is just keep adding more water to it, and salt and lemon will adjust itself. Keep upgrading your skills and check with yourself what is your own recipe for success. So this is my toxicity experiment, which I think is working really fine for me, because I realize that I am not made for corporate job. My style of working is more relaxed, where I can move my body, work on my brain, and write my own recipe of success. So, what is the recipe of success that you have been waiting to unleash within you? Think about it. Thank you.
That was an incredible Toastmaster, man. Actually, thank you so much. I think it's a very relatable problem that many Toastmasters go through, that they're, in corporate and job, have been for so many years, and it's a very relatable problem for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think, yes, we do need to educate people about more healthier practices at work, because stress isn't going to reduce on its own. You got to work on it, or anything for that matter. If you don't work hard enough to make sure to fix things or make it better, it's only going to get worse. It's like law of thermodynamics that, the universal entropy remains positive, means randomness is only going to increase if you're not going to work on it. So thank you. I'm glad it resonated with you.
Yes, yes, for sure. Coming back to contest season. Well, many districts have different kind of contests that they do every year. Did you know that our district does 2 contests, the table topic contest and the international speech contest? But many other districts do evaluation contests, humorous contests, and all the time different divisions, different areas in our district also do those mini contests. So if you're ever interested in having, an evaluation contest or a humorous contest, we're always open to do that in our club. But how do you win? How do you make your speech so good that people can't ignore you, that it's so good that it's bound to win? Well, if you look at how international speech contestants make their speeches, it's through a lot of work, iterations, and when you go to expert Toastmasters, people who have competed before, who have mentored other winners, they will be able to give you feedback to make your speech much better. Your speech has to have everything: humor, the message, seriousness, all of it, the emotion, the rationale, the logic, all of it. That is what makes a great speech really good. And I would like to call upon maybe somebody who wants to give their experience with the speech contest, since we have some contestants here as well. Toastmaster Anshuman, Toastmaster Shaunak, if you have any thoughts.
Well, I witnessed the oration for the first time last year, and it
Same.
was mind-blowing listening to 22 speakers, 11 from the prepared speeches and 11 for the table topics. I can assure you that it was the most difficult task for the judges to ballot out who is among the best. And it's an art. let's take an example. If you're telling something to someone, how interested the other person is, you'll get to know in initial few minutes. And making a person sit for hours actually requires an art. When I came for the oration, I thought there are 22 speeches, how the complete day gonna structure. Will I be able to sit for that long? And believe me, I was on my seat all the time. Even going out for the restroom break was like a waste of time. I don't want to miss even a second, listening to those amazing speakers over there. That's what my take is, and that's what my experience was. And I'm really looking for the this year's oration.
Anyone else? Toastmaster Anshuman, Toastmaster Shri.
I think the international speech contest really helps push one develop their skills in terms of speaking, in terms of writing, in terms of being at the top of the game, because you're competing against the best in Toastmasters. So just being part of the journey, being consciously preparing for the speech and getting to the highest level possible, just hones your skill better. So my suggestion and request will be that all of us participate and give our best, um, and reach to the highest level feasible. Because not just for winning the contest, just for bettering our skills. Because in a club situation, we might get away with an average speech or below average speech, get feedback, may or may not improve next time. But in a competition situation, it's binary. It's either you get through or you don't get through. So that brings out the best in you. And my maximum evolution in speaking has happened through contests. So whenever I participate in contests, the intent to prepare or just getting into the situation, has helped me be a better speaker than I was earlier. And how do we participate? Maybe Toastmaster Aryan can answer.
Okay. Yes, I will come back to that question in a minute. Toastmaster Shri, do you have any experience with contests?
Yeah, so I have been a part of, it's been nearly 2, 3 years now that I took part in the competition. I was able to, I think I was participating at the division level. I got eliminated. I think I was placed third at division level. So, and I was in the table topic contest. So, I can say that the table topics, you may not know the topic, and how can you prepare for it? But because you don't know the topic, there's a lot more preparation when it comes to table topics. I think it doesn't happen just by going there random and listening to the topic and then speaking your mind out. It is a consistent effort of getting to know. Maybe you will have to put in everyday time, half an hour, 1 hour, wherein you maybe know a few codes. So you may not know which one will come up and which code you can use where, but the structure is important, and there are tools, there are apps which are available, which will give you random topics, and through which you can time and you can evaluate yourself. And nowadays AI tools are also available which can listen to your speech and can give you evaluation. So, and it is about consistent practice. I believe I did at that time. I did put in some half an hour or so every day, and I felt like the event day, it panned out really well. um, it doesn't matter. Of course, I couldn't go further, but at the area level, club level, and at the division level, I felt like okay, I was prepped well and I was able to perform. So I think when it comes to table topics, of course, I can say that it is about consistent practice and knowing the basic structure. That of course it will be good to start with a quote or a question, and then we kind of speak on the topic, and then go to a summary at the end and conclude the speech. So, doing all that in the span of 1 to 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, and that completion I was able to get well. So I think preparation is the key when it comes to such contests. So the more we prep ourselves, the better the outcomes are. Back to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
Yes, definitely. Coming to your question, Toastmaster Meenakshi, we have the club level contest every year around December or maybe Jan. So you can compete there. All you need is to have completed your first two levels, which means giving around 9 or 10 speeches. And if you have done that, then you're qualified to be able to compete and then move forward in the contest. We can
How
move
will
with
I give 9 to 10 speeches in
No,
such a short time?
no, that's okay. I think you have already delivered 3, 4 speeches, and you need to be minimum at least pathway level 2 to qualify for the ISCs. So we'll make sure that your level 2 should be completed before that.
Don't
Oh
worry.
my
If it really comes
God.
down to it, we'll have you give 9 speeches in one day and get you qualified.
Thank you.
All right.
Such a supportive
Yeah,
group
Yes.
of people.
because we want uh, someone to go to that level from the club side. Last year Aryan was there, but yeah, and now this time we have more amazing speakers, Toastmaster Meenakshi, Toastmaster Akansha, Toastmaster Aryan. I don't know, Toastmaster Anshuman, are you still participating?
He's part of the district team. I don't think he can participate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that.
No, at least 3, 4 good speakers we have. So if you can start preparing now, there are good chances, you can elevate for the oration.
And do we do 5 to 7 minute speech or it's longer?
Same.
It's the
Same
same,
rule.
the construct is same. But I recommend that you listen to the past winner speeches. That will give you the understanding how the participants are there.
Do we have recorded?
I will share you a playlist of all of my favorite international speech contest speeches. And with that, I believe we move on to the second part of today's meeting, the table topics, the impromptu speaking section. And for that, I'll call upon stage our table topic master, Toastmaster Shri. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. Very good morning, everyone. So, as a table topic master, I will be giving you guys topics. You may listen to it, and you will have to speak for at least a minute and maximum for 2 minutes with a 30-second grace period. And I believe the timer for today is Toastmaster Sanskar. I think he has got some connectivity issues. I will also keep a timing at my end. I can notify with the camera. So that's something which we can do. And if the timer is able to share the screen, nothing like it. Yeah. So I have a stopwatch with me. I will time it basis that. Now, coming to the topic. So today, I'm gonna ask each of you. I'll be giving one topic. You may have to speak for, in favor of the topic, and against the topic as well. So 1 minute you may have to speak in favor of the topic, and 1 minute you may have to speak against the topic, and then maybe last 10-15 seconds you can give a conclusion from your end. Is that clear? Yeah. Okay. All right, so I have topics for each one of you. Now I would like to invite volunteers, and if there are no volunteers, then I don't mind. Um, okay,
I would like to nominate Toastmaster Anshuman.
all right, okay.
I would like to
Uh,
nominate what
yeah,
I'd like to
I
put
mean, yeah, I think we can self-nominate ourselves and not nominate others here.
Shri,
So
I suggest you pick and choose whosoever you
I'll,
want to,
No,
participate
I can
because
go. I can go.
I would
okay,
like
We
to
everyone
are
has to
three.
nominate.
speak. Everyone has to speak.
yeah,
I would
all of
like
us
to
will.
self-nominate myself.
Perfect. Okay. So maybe we'll start off with Toastmaster Anshuman, Toastmaster Meenakshi, and then we'll come to you. Yeah. All right. First topic, relatively easier topic. Maybe I'll give you a little difficult topic. Yeah. So, Toastmaster Anshuman, I'm not sure how difficult this is for you. Maybe it is easier. But the topic for you, Toastmaster Anshuman, is um, should healthcare be freely available for everyone in India? Should healthcare be freely available for everyone in India? To give you context, we pay similar taxes to the Australia in terms of percentage of taxes, and the healthcare is freely accessible to everyone as far as Australia is concerned, and likewise is the case in many other developed countries. But in India, we may not have quality healthcare freely accessible for everyone. So the that's the background to this. So should healthcare be freely available for everyone in India? Your take on it, Toastmaster Anshuman.
A mark of a strong country or society is, first of all, completing the basics of the Maslow's pyramid, which is food, shelter, and the basic amenities. I'd like to add healthcare to that. That when things go wrong in terms of your health, does your society support you? And how can your society support you? First of all, by providing the amenities to help you out in the time of health crisis, including hospitals, clinics, doctors' availability in the place of residence. In a developing and almost hopefully progressing towards being developed country like India, there are multiple stratas. You have the rich, the richest of the rich, who may have healthcare available at their disposal right at the place of residence at the word go. But you have the poor of the poor who may really require that societal support and monetary support to seek basic medicines, checkups, or have that doctor's availability. And if India has to be a strong society, which it is aspiring to and is already is in a lot of aspects, the basic healthcare for especially the underprivileged can be of essence, because if healthcare is available, the strength that one gets is immense. The laborers can go to work without any fear that tomorrow, if things go wrong in terms of their health not being appropriate, they'll get the necessary support to get back on their feet and be productive enough to contribute to the society. And I'm assuming that the other strata, the ones who are more privileged in terms of economy, do have the necessary healthcare support available. So definitely, especially for the economically weaker section, healthcare availability can strengthen the entire society from bottoms up, because everyone will know that they have governmental and societal support, especially when they need to. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sridhar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. I think my understanding was that we've spoken in favor of having healthcare freely accessible to everyone. And I think to some strata of the society, you mentioned that they do have the access, and for them it may not be necessary, and that's how it was. Okay, all right, all right. Thank you for your take. I know it was a challenging topic, not something that we usually discuss. I wanted to keep it a little challenging for you because we know you're really all right. And next, okay, so I wanted to change this a little bit. So we have four others, and we can have it in the form of teams. Two people coming together, one speaking for the topic and one speaking against the topic. Yeah, I hope that is okay. And we will have, in this case, instead of 2 minutes, we'll have 3 minutes and 30 seconds grace period. So, Toastmaster Sanskar, you can choose the evaluation times
Sure.
time limit. Yeah. All right. So first, probably I would want to take up Toastmaster Aryan and Toastmaster Meenakshi, if that's okay for you guys. Okay, perfect. And the topic for you guys, not so difficult, something very interesting. Uh, so the first person will speak in favor. So Toastmaster Aryan, you will speak in favor, and Toastmaster Meenakshi, you will speak against. So the topic is social media a boon or a bane? Toastmaster Aryan, social media a boon, and Toastmaster Meenakshi, uh, social media a bane? Yeah, okay. All right. So we can maybe have the timer screen displayed because initial 1.5 minutes will be for you, Toastmaster Aaron, plus or minus 10-15 seconds, and the next will be Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Okay.
We are good to go when you are ready.
Throughout history, we have built up and we have progressed more and more. Did you know that back in tribal times, there was an appeal made inside of a tribe to prevent people in a tribe from riding horses? There were elders in the tribe who thought that if the children began riding horses too much, their feet, their legs will get weak and they won't be able to walk as much as their ancestors did. Throughout time, as we have progressed as a society, as we have made strides forward, there have been people who thought that the previous way was better. Our ancestors knew better, and the way that I have been doing it, that my generation did it, was the right way to do it. And that is exactly what we have with social media. Social media is a new weapon, it's a new technology, something that never existed, something that nobody could have ever imagined. And that is why it is a Pandora's box that gives light to all these new problems. The level of self reflection, the level of anxiety that one has toward oneself has the ability to completely exponentially grow in social media, with social media. But also, we have the ability to connect to everybody in the world. We have the ability to reach people very, very far away. We can use it either for very strong good or we can be completely harmed by it. It is up to us to have the control on ourselves, to be psychologically put together so that what anybody else says on social media does not cater to us too much, so that we don't get sworn away looking for likes and comments and views. Social media is a boon when we know what we are looking for. Social media is a boon when we are looking for growth, when we use social media to educate ourselves, to grow, to understand better, to encounter opinions opposing to ourselves. And that is where it is up to us as individuals to use social media to its ideal power.
Over to you, Toastmaster Meenakshi, quickly.
Social media was created to connect humans, humanity, and people across the globe. But you know what? It has disconnected people from their own self. And the scariest part is we don't even know how social media is altering people's behavior nowadays. People don't even know. People don't believe in delayed gratification now. They need instant dopamine hit, which is why people continuously scroll reels, which is why people need constantly to connect with a new person, because that new connection gives you that indeed dopamine hit. When you have that curiosity to know something new, that spark. But what about the older connection? What about nurturing the ones that you have? We have forgotten that. And the most important connection that we have forgotten to nurture is with our own selves. Because you see, the world today is designed to distract you. And if you are not training yourself to stay focused, you will always be distracted. Social media is now a way that people are looking for distraction from their own discomfort, from their own disconnect. And how do you connect with your own self? How do you connect with your own self Or how do you rather connect with others when you are disconnected with your own self? You need to sit with that discomfort, that boredom, that self discovery, that why am I doing this? What is the purpose of it? So, in order to connect with other people, we need to connect with just one person, that is ourselves. And if you're constantly looking for connection outside on social media, probably you will never be able to connect with the real self. And until you have connected with your real self, every connection that you will make will be as fake as your own identity. So know your identity first, connect with your own self first, then try to make connection, because those connections will be long lasting. And maybe or maybe not, it doesn't require social media. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Meenakshi and Toastmaster Aryan, for your take. And I really loved both the takes. I think Toastmaster Aryan, on starting with the history about horse riding, and then you connected it to the social media and how it helps in educating ourselves, and if we are looking for growth, if our intentions are right, then how it can help ourselves. I think that was a right pitch. And Toastmaster Meenakshi, very good take. If we are not if we are disconnected from our own self, then it is only going to the social media is only going to fuel you the disconnect, and it is a tool of distraction for us. Yes, I think both of you were kind of leading to the message that if if we have clarity, and if we know how to use social media, then it can be a good tool for us. I think that was a take that I also had in mind. Thank you so much for your inputs. Yeah. All right. Now, the next topic for Toastmaster Shanak and Toastmaster Sanskar, to you guys. And maybe in this case, Toastmaster Sanskar, you can just leave the timer screen on, and you may not have to come in and step out. You can leave the timer screen on, and the timing of 3 minutes is for both the speakers together. So, Toastmaster Shanak, probably I will let you go first, and then we will have, or maybe Toastmaster Sanskar, I'll let you go first. I was looking at the alphabetical order. So, Toastmaster Sanskar first, and then Toastmaster Shanak. So, and the topic for you guys, hot topic these days. Uh, Toastmaster Sanskar, maybe you can keep the screen on, timer screen on. The topic for you guys, for you especially, Toastmaster Sanskar, is AI is the future. And Toastmaster Shaunak, the topic for you will be AI is not the future. Is AI the future or not? That's the topic. So, Toastmaster Sanskar, you will speak in favor, wherein you will speak about AI is the future, and Toastmaster Shaunak, you're going to speak against AI is not the future. Yeah. So I hope it is clear. Now maybe we can have the timer screen on, and we can start the speeches. Toastmaster Sanskar, can you hear us? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Toastmaster Sanskar, I'm not sure. I think you were off for a few seconds. If you can have the timer screen on, and the topic for you is AI is the future, and Toastmaster Shaunak will be speaking against this topic. Is it clear? Is it my screen which is frozen, or Sanskar's screen which is frozen?
No, I can hear you.
No,
Definitely Sanskar.
Sanskar, right? Okay. All right. All right.
Sanskar, you live in Gurgaon or in which part of the world?
I think he's in Dehradun right now.
Then you need to
Okay.
change your location or the internet connection.
Okay, so Sanskar, maybe you can keep the camera off and
Even
possible.
invisible speech.
Yeah, and we can have the timer screen on, and you can start your speech, Toastmaster Sanskar. Sorry, you're on mute if you are speaking to us. Yeah,
Just let me share the timer for you guys.
sure.
Right.
I can
Sanskar,
keep
better
the
if you just
timer
keep the
if
camera off.
that's. I can keep the timer.
Toastmaster Manakshi can share the
Thank you
timer.
so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sanskar, better if you keep the timer off, the camera off, you'll get disconnected.
Yeah.
So I'll keep my camera on when I'm speaking. So the rest of the times I'll just try to keep my camera off. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, who's going first?
So you will be going first, Toastmaster Sanskar. Toastmaster Meenakshi, are you sharing your screen with timing?
I'll share the cards on my screen like this.
Okay, sure. All right. Yep. So Toastmaster Sanskar, you can we can start only when you are ready. We can start.
I'm ready. I think this is the best time before I just kind of start disconnecting.
Sure, I think you can go on. Timer is on. Timer is on already, right? Toastmaster Meenakshi, we're good to go, right?
Yeah. What is my topic actually? Can you just call it out again?
Okay. AI is the
Hmm.
future. You may have to speak on AI is the future.
AI is the future. Let's go. Okay. AI, artificial intelligence, something which is very welcome in our life. As a student, I have been using it for my research purpose, for my reports, for my assignments. And the funny part is that the teachers try to put that you have to have your own authenticity in the research or the report you are submitting. So they try to put on those robots, those verifiers, where they try to keep in uh, detection of AI 20% is negligible. But I think the most part we are forgetting is with AI, they are teachers try to think that we are always depending on such a tool for our fully on such a tool. I think somewhere our teachers and as the whole world we are not ready for fully using and integrating AI into our work. And some news have been coming that AI has been if AI further advances further in the later coming phases, it will be dangerous for us. But we have stopped thinking, what if we were able to use it for the better purpose? Maybe if we were able to enhance our knowledge, enhance our skills using AI. In today's generation, we have AI for maybe preparing speeches, maybe for preparing evaluations. I use AI every time, and I haven't started thinking of using not even using it for one day because using AI is not bad. Using AI is using AI is really beautiful because we can get further in research. We can even use it to use it in our workplace, and we can. And again, in conclusion, I'll say that we can better improve ourselves, our skills, and enhance ourselves as human beings, and not just retaliating AI, but embracing it with our whole hands. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Sanskar. Now Toastmaster Shaunak, quickly.
There is a lot of buzz around AI these days. AI this, AI that, AI has superseded human race. It will totally replace mankind or human beings in jobs and other areas in next few years or next few decades. Now that gives me a very serious thought about it. AI is to improve the efficiencies of human, how we can optimize ourselves, how we can elevate ourselves, how we can process to do things faster that we are not doing today. But it cannot be a replacement of humans. Humans have evolved a lot from past centuries. What we are today, it's all because of our own brain, because of our own capabilities. We have survived the best and we have also survived the worst of the times. But human race have always evolved and we are very evolved where we are today. So I won't say and will not completely rely on AI. Yes, I will rely on AI and I use AI for my day to day work in order to optimize, to enhance, to elevate, and to do better. But as also Toastmaster Meenakshi said, we are getting disconnected. So excess of everything is bad. So I will suggest all the people to be tech savvy, to learn new things, to learn new capabilities, what how they can leverage AI for their day to day work, but not completely dependent on AI, where they will stop thinking and putting up their own brain. That's what my take. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, both the speakers, Toastmaster Sanskar and Toastmaster Shanak. Love the take. The summary that Toastmaster Shanak summed up, I think, towards the end, saying that AI, of course, there's a lot of buzz around it, but if we learn and if we adapt and if we evolve with that, then it can be a good tool for us. Of course, AI has moved ahead, and now we have generative AI, right, through which we are operating robots at par with human capabilities, and it is going to evolve even better. But the idea is that we learn them so that we can keep them in our control and not be controlled by AI and not be fully dependent on them for everything. So with that, we come to the end, but I think we have Toastmaster Vidu.
Yes.
Are you? Yes,
Yes,
hi.
Toastmasters.
Yes, are you open for a topic in
Sure,
table topic
please.
section?
Yes.
Okay, so the
I can
topic.
support if you want, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. It will be great. So again, we will have in similar format, one topic, one for, and one against. So Toastmaster Vidu and Toastmaster Aryan. Yeah. Um. Okay. All right. So the topic for you guys is remote working. Um. Is remote working better than working from office? So, Toastmaster Vidu, I want you to go in favor of it. Yes, remote working is better than working from office. And Toastmaster Aryan, you will go against, wherein you speak that remote working is not better than working from office. I hope the topics are clear to both the speakers. Toastmaster Vidu, I would want you
Yes.
to go first.
Okay.
And timer, Toastmaster Sanskar, if you can display the timing. So Toastmaster Vidu, the timing will be in total 3 minutes for both the speakers together. So you'll have initial 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then you can pass it to the other speaker. Not sure. Okay. Toastmaster Meenakshi, will you be able to display the timing? Okay. All right. Perfect. So 1.5 minutes for you, Toastmaster Vidu, and then the other speaker goes on.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sridharan. Do you all recall the time when we all were juggling with COVID and every company productivity shoot? I still recall the time because that was the year I was promoted with 60% increment. That was the time when most of the companies have the maximum productivity. And the reason, if you look at it, COVID impacted so many lives in a very negative way. But then also companies were earning really well during that time. The reason was because everybody was working remote. And when I say remote, it means they're able to balance between their personal lives and their professional lives, which also means that they were able to take care of their well being, which actually all enhances their performance. Nobody was monitoring when you are coming, when you are logging in, when you are logging out. So everybody who was working remote were able to manage their work efficiently. That window gave everybody that time to also see and analyze what are their different hobbies, what they want to do apart from work. So I totally believe that remote working is a very productive way to enhance our well-being and overall work-life balance. A lot of people after COVID switched their jobs and wanted to move completely into remote because they have realized that work is something which is not the center of our lives. We need something apart from work which actually make us motivated, which give a purpose to our life. So that purpose is easy to find when you get the time. And remote working give us that time. I now would like to hand it over to Toastmaster Aryan.
My worthy opponent here will tell you that remote work is important for work life balance, but I respectfully disagree. I think that remote work gives us a level of detachment from our employer. In the corporate world, just as Toastmaster Meenakshi just spoke about, there is an environment of always trying to get more work done from your employees. No matter how much you do, it's never enough. You have to do this, that report, that meeting, that presentation. It will never end. But when you get remote work, you get the ability to be detached from your employer. You can say, no, it's good. This work is going to take me all day. This cannot be done in 1 hour. But I think that the real reason that we crave remote work is because we do not find satisfaction or meaning in our work in the first place. Imagine if you were working on something so meaningful that it was all you wanted to do. Think about working on a spaceship. Think about working on a space program trying to reach Mars, trying to expand humanity's scope beyond the Earth. If you were doing something that you thought was so meaningful and so important that it has to be done, would you prefer to do it from your home or would you prefer to do it with your team? When we all come together, when the best in the world, when smart minds come together, work together for the same goal, then the same impact is multiplied. That is the situation where 2 plus 2 can make 5. Bring together 5 of the smartest people in the world and give them one goal, and they will do 10 times more than they would have all done alone. When you do remote work, you lose the ability to socialize with people. You lose the ability to be able to work with people who might know better than you, who might see the world in a way that you don't. The line between personal life and work life is no longer clear. It gets all blurred. When you go to work, when you work with other people, you get the opportunity to grow much faster than you would have otherwise. And that is why I think that working remotely is not the ideal solution. Back to you, TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan, for the very strong take, and Toastmaster Vidhu for your insight. I think you mentioned about increment in 60% increment. I think I did not come across that, but Yeah, so I'm sure organizations were profitable during COVID because everyone were working remotely and all the infrastructure maintenance cost, all of that went down drastically. Um, Having said that, both of you had your points, but I think hybrid is the future wherein we have a balance of both that can kind of give, of course, what the organization wants and the connect within the organization, and also freedom from employee point of view. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for all your insightful takes on the topics. I hope I know the timings were kind of going off every time we try, but I hope you guys like the format and you guys enjoyed the session. Yeah, so with that, we come to the end of the table topic section, and I'll hand it back to our TM Modi Toastmaster Aryan. Back to you.
Thank you for that interesting session, Toastmaster Shri. It was very interesting, very fun to debate with these people. And before we run out of time, I guess I would like to first call upon our general evaluator for the evaluation section of today's meeting. And over to you, Toastmaster Shanak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aaron. Before I call my tag team to give their report, I would like to call upon the evaluator for Toastmaster Minakshi's speech to come and share the evaluation report for the speech. Who is the evaluator for Toastmaster Minakshi?
It's Toastmaster Sanskar. Toastmaster Sanskar, were you able to listen to enough of the speech? I believe you were disconnecting.
If not, then I can cover her feedback in my report. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sanskar. Am I audible to you? Can you share the timer's report? Okay.
Hi, Shaunak. Hi. I'll just share my screen.
Yeah, may I like to call upon Toastmaster Sanskar from the tag team to come and share the timing report for today's meeting.
So here I have the, wait, let's just move on with the our report. Wait, guys. So here I have the timer report. So as a timer, I have taken note of the timings you have given and the time frames when you had to give. Toastmaster Meenakshi starting with the speech with 7 minutes 9 seconds, and she had she was within the time frame, and she had given the potential, she had given the optimal time for the speech with table topics. Toastmaster Aryan 2 minutes 14 seconds, Anshuman Toastmaster Anshuman 2 minutes 33 seconds. He was disqualified for being over 3 seconds. And Toastmaster Meenakshi 2 minutes 35 seconds, Shaunak 1 minute 43 seconds, Toastmaster Vidhu 2 minutes 33 seconds. Oh, today we had the 2 to 3 minutes time frame, if I'm not wrong. Right. So all were within the time frames and had given the optimal times with averaging around 2 minutes 30 seconds, if I'm not wrong. With Toastmaster Aryan giving the second table topic with 2 minutes 20 seconds. With that, I'll end my timing report. Over to you, Toastmaster Shaunak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar, for sharing the report. May I like to call upon Toastmaster Anshuman to come and share his evaluation report as a grammarian and the speech evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shaunak. Starting with the grammarian report, first of all, the good usages of phrases included a day like this on a Monday morning, type S for sulk. Things started to become salty. Social media a boom or a bane. The silence was deafening. Laser focus strategy. The areas of improvement included topic for you guys could be topics of the day, topic of the moment. There's so many reasons to be part of ISC. Should be there are so many reasons to be part of ISC. You did really good on that speech. You did really well on that speech. The word of the day, ambitious, was used twice by Toastmaster Shaunak at the beginning itself. After that, I did not hear any other word of the day use it. So great work there, Toastmaster Shaunak. Coming to the Accounter report, starting with Toastmaster Aryan, minimum usage of filler words and sounds. The ones which I heard included 2 hours and one. Toastmaster Minakshi, almost flawless. One is what I heard. Toastmaster Sridharan quite bang on with not using the filler words. There was one awkward long pause. Beyond that, you were quite flawless. Toastmaster Shaunak, again, continuing with the rhythm of using minimal filler words. There were only one one that I heard. Toastmaster Sanskar, one one two and Toastmaster Vidu, one in your table topic. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sean.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman, for giving such a brief description of the evaluation. Now, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sanskar to come and give the evaluation for Toastmaster Meenakshi's speech. Now, I think his internet is fixed, so he can take up that. So, over to you, Toastmaster Sanskar.
Apologies for my internet, guys. Toastmaster Meenakshi, you gave a speech for about 7 minutes, 9 seconds. The title of the speech was Toxicity Experiment. And I was taken a bit with the title, and I was wondering what it will be on, specifically what topic or the what specific area you will be talking on. And when I heard about the modern work life and the hardships you had been going through 2005, and you just started to think about a shift in your jobs, and I was taken away with it because I'm still a college undergraduate and still thinking about the work life is very humorous and very difficult for me to adjust with. And from taking the experience from my elderlies, Toastmaster Anshuman, Toastmaster Shaunak, they have been continuously giving about how work life has been really not, I mean, has been hard for them, and Toastmaster Akansha as well. Well, aside than this, coming to the topic, you talked about you used the prop management in your speech was really impeccable and was really a benevolent speech, I must say. And when I came to the speech content, you had gone into the right phases with the given introduction, giving the body and the conclusion really properly. Um, Room for improvement, I couldn't really see any such. I couldn't really notice anything, a thing for room for improvement. And with that, in conclusion, I think the topic for your speech today, and with the timings, with the time you had for giving the speech, was really good, and I liked the speech very well. With that, I would like to now give it to Toastmaster Shaunak.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanskar. Now,
Okay,
talking
I'm
about
having some internet issues.
no problem. Now, let's talk about the overall meeting. The meeting started few minutes late. Though it was supposed to be a hybrid meeting, unfortunately, we end up doing an online meeting again. This is my humble request from all the EC members to distribute the workload so that we can have a meeting the way we wanted to structure. Everything should go prior to the meeting, at least by Wednesday or Thursday, so that people will be aware. And how are we going to construct that? Last moment dropouts also happened, because of which the impromptu roles have been assigned to the people who were not even aware of that. So thank you so much for all the role players who have taken the last minute roles, and thank you so much for doing it wonderfully. I forgot to cover the evaluator, speech evaluator, and the speakers for at the beginning of the meeting. So apologies for that. That's an point on me to take care of that for the next meeting. All the role players were bang on. They have clearly done their task with utter professionalism. We can be more meaningful or watchful about the timer roles. Unfortunately, Toastmaster Sanskar was having certain internet issues, and that's the reason we were facing that problem. So, Toastmaster Sanskar, I request you can check your internet connection prior to the meeting next week. Toastmaster Aryan, as a Toastmaster of the day, you were phenomenal, flawless, almost flawless, I would say. And you have taken some good references of Mark Brown, during your narration, and took up this role very professionally. Toastmaster Meenakshi, you are an amazing orator and a speaker. I just have some recommendations. Your speech was flawless, and it articulates very well the way you took that glass of water, explaining the complete narration, and the topic itself was very beautiful. You can just focus on the timings, so that you will not overstep. I'm talking specifically about the ISCs and all, where they are very particular about the timings and all. Although you are an amazing speaker, I just don't want you to miss because of your timings, and also just be a little bit mindful about that. And unfortunately, because of the internet issues, the timer was not able to project the timing screen, so we'll also take care of that for the next meeting. Table topics, amazing, very well structured, and it was a good concept that I really liked. But Toastmaster Shridan, because you have splitted the table topics between two people, the other person was aware about the topic well in advance. So that was not an impromptu thing for him, and he had some time for a minute or minute and a half by the time his turn will come to speak. So we can see, how can we improvise that, so that for the other speaker also it will be an impromptu thing rather than knowing the topic well in advance. So that is one of the thing I felt. Another, my recommendation, that rather than asking people who want to nominate or who want to take up first, I suggest the table topic master can choose the person who he want to select as the speaker. We can start with people who got the least chance to speak, followed by the introducing guests in between, and at the last we can cover people who have already taken up a role of a speaker or the Toastmaster of the day, where they have got enough opportunity to speak. So that is my recommendation. There were certain very good usages of the word which Toastmaster Anshuman has already highlighted in his evaluation, and I personally echo my vote for him, and I totally agree with that. I anyways highlighted back again because of the internet problem. We missed certain instances where timer was not able to flag the card. For some things I could have added to my speeches while giving the table topic to give the more references in terms of supporting my instance on the negatives of the AI, but I'll take that. That was in my head, but in the interest of the time, I was not aware if I will go further on that, if I'll take up that. So that's something I missed. But I would like everyone to, give some references in their speeches that can resonate well and that can support strong your statement, or, give a backing to it. So that's all from my as a general evaluator report. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day today, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you for the great evaluation section, Toastmaster Shanak. So, I have two things to share with you. First, I would like to share with you a YouTube playlist. This is a playlist of all of the greatest international speech contest speeches that I have found. So feel free to watch them through. You'll find them very helpful. I'm sure you'll find them very impactful and you'll be able to learn from them as well. And the second thing I have to share with you is the voting link for our poll today. So let's get voting. All right. Have we all voted? All right, all right. Yes. Toastmaster Sanskar, Toastmaster Anshuman, have you voted? All right. And Toastmaster Sanskar? All right. And this is where we come to the moment of revelation. All right, best table topic. Any guesses? Toastmaster Chanak, Toastmaster 3. Who's the winner?
Yes, Toastmaster Mank.
That's what he gets every time, and Mank is never there.
That's why. If he would have been, he would have steal the show.
All right, and the winner for best table topic award is
Anshuman.
Oh,
Oh,
Toastmaster Aryan in 5 votes.
wow.
I appreciate it. Next, we have the best role player award. Any guesses? We have Shonak, we have Shri, we have me.
Shri.
Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Okay. Great guess, Toastmaster Shonak. I'm sure you're right. And the best role player award goes to Toastmaster Shri. I have 0 votes.
Can't agree more.
And then we have the best tag role player award. We have Toastmaster Anshuman, we have Toastmaster Sanskar. Any guesses?
Toastmaster
Anshuman.
Aryan.
Okay, and the best tag role player award goes to Toastmaster Anshuman.
Wow, 100%.
See, it's all because of your internet.
Yes.
I have filed many complaints with the IT departments. Still hasn't been any issue. I mean, there still hasn't been any action.
Sanskar,
Yeah.
when your water gets salty, you don't stir it. You change it.
Yes.
See, I cannot change my college.
No, you don't need to change your college, you need to change your internet connection.
Good one.
Thank you all for
You,
joining
you,
in.
you took it very deeply, Sanskar. We were asking you to change the glass, we were not asking you to change the water supply.
I changed the whole glass.
Now you understand the problem.
You change
Yeah.
the entire drink.
You were supposed to drink water. I don't know what you are on.
Took a different meaning.
Yeah,
Guys,
perception.
let's Aryan, you can stop the recording and then we can
Yes.
move on to
Thank
the
you all
offline
for
mode of it.
making meeting number 280 of Bright Beginning Toastmasters a success. And with that, I call the meeting